You want your vehicle to look incredible and stay that way, but when it comes to a ceramic coating, should you do it yourself or should you go with a professional? Let's talk about what the real differences are and help you decide which option fits your needs, skills, and budget best. Whether you're looking to protect the daily driver or keep that show car flawless finish, ceramic coatings are a great option. There's a lot of confusion about what you're really getting with a DIY kit versus a professional service. So I'll go over the pros and cons of both so you can make the best decision for your situation. So what are the similarities between the two? Well, DIY and the professional coatings are both liquid polymers. They both bond to the vehicle surface and provide some sort of long-term protection on that vehicle. They both require proper prep work. So you're going to go through virtually the same process for both of them. You're going to wash the vehicle. You're going to do a decontamination. So you're going to be using the clay bar on it. You're going to polish it, apply the ceramic coating, and then let it cure. The polishing, especially with DIY, is always going to be kind of optional. You can skip it if you want. Most detail shops are going to definitely do the polishing. The results that you're going to get from that polishing process are always going to be determined by the level of experience and skill level of whoever's doing the polishing. All right, let's get into the differences. So the one major difference is obviously going to be that prep work, the polishing, the paint correction. Any detail shop is going to do that type of paint correction. They're going to remove swirl marks, any kind of marring, scratches before applying that ceramic coating. Again, this is something with the DIY route. You can obviously skip it if you want. And also the results are going to be dependent on whoever's doing that polishing and their skill level. So what about when it comes to the chemical makeup between these two? Are there any differences? There used to be. So when DIY coatings first came out, you'd get a year out of them, maybe two, whereas the professional coatings were obviously already pushing 5 years or more. In recent years, I've seen a lot of DIY coatings hit the market that are doing 5 years or maybe even more. So they're matching the claims of professional coatings. And the way they can do that is just by increasing the level of ceramic that's actually in the bottle. And as you increase that amount, you get a coating that's more durable, you get a coating that's going to last longer. The one side effect of this, which is something that us as detailers, professional detailers, we deal with this all the time, is now that coating gets to be a little bit more challenging to work with. It can be a little bit more finicky. Heat and humidity is going to play into it of that solid content. The more ceramic that is in that bottle, the more difficult it becomes to work with. So while the DIY coatings have caught up in terms of protection, they're also getting closer to the professional coatings in terms of how much attention and how much experience they demand during that application process. One other thing you should keep in mind that's going to be a big difference, not so much with the coating itself, the environment that you're working in. So obviously we do a lot of our ceramic coatings here in a shop. It's in a controlled environment, whereas DIY, you're going to be doing it out in your driveway or hopefully at least in the garage. Hopefully you got room in the garage to work. That way you can avoid a lot of the variables like the dust or pollen or anything that's floating around that's in the air that's going to land on the vehicle while you're doing your polishing, or more specifically when you're applying that ceramic coating to the vehicle. One of the last things is going to be support or guarantees. With a DIY coating, you're most likely going to be on your own if something goes wrong with that coating, whereas a professional service, they're going to have some sort of guarantee. They're going to have an ongoing maintenance plan if you want that added peace of mind. And that can matter, especially for a high-end vehicle or for a first-time coating user. So which one's right for you? If you enjoy detailing your vehicle, you've got some experience when it comes to polishing paint, and you want a budget-friendly way to preserve and protect your vehicle's finish, DIY coatings are definitely going to be a solid option for you. If you got a newer vehicle or you want that beyond showroom shine and you just want the job done with as little amount of risk as possible, professional coating might be the better option. Really comes down to your comfort level, whether or not you have the tools to do it, and if you feel confident that you can get the job done right. So if you're still unsure which route to go with, check the link in the description. I created a blog post that goes into a lot more detail when it comes to the pros and cons of both options. And no matter which path you choose, the goal is is the same. Preserve and protect your vehicle and enjoy that drive. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to clean, protect, maintain.